Welcome to an episode of SFA's Pre Game show. I'm Elena Barnes, and with me tonight is Martin Otang and Jordan Armstrong. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I'm excited for this game. Can't wait to see what our Lumberjacks do today.
Yeah, I know it's an exciting day. You know, everybody's out back here at home in Bright Stadium. I'm sure SFA is ready to compete, and so is Lincoln University. So it's an exciting day just to be out here.
Yeah, so tonight's actually a pretty special game as it is pink out. So all the fans are going to come in wearing all their pink, supporting breast cancer awareness. So I think that's really neat that SFA football decided to make that night dedicated to breast cancer awareness. So we got a lot to discuss tonight. We're going to take an SFA football deep dive, really discuss what SFA could be bringing to the table tonight, as well as Lincoln University, what they're going to bring to the table as well. We're also going to analyze an interview with Coach Jared May. He's the quarterback coach. Jenny Marlborough. She got the chance to sit down with him. So we're going to be talking about that interview. Listen, babe, aren't we moving up on the power ranking? They moved up to the 10th spot, I believe, right?
Yeah, we're ranked pretty high. Like I'm saying, the season's been great. And Lumberjacks are definitely making us proud.
Yes, I think those Jacks have come a long way. And like we're saying, they're dominating the season, and they're just going ahead and getting those wins to add to their record to make a playoff appearance. So let's talk about injuries. Last week, some of SFA's running backs, they were out, and they are actually still out, so they will not be present in tonight's game. What do you guys think about how that will affect SFA and playing tonight?
I think last week, you know, with all the injuries happening in the running back room, I think SFA literally proved that next man is up. You know, in a game of football, it's just really, when the injuries happen, it's about who can play, and in the running back room, they really showed the fans that whoever was up did their job, and just, you know, they proved that they can be there, they can play. And so I'm excited for guys like Corbin White and everybody in the running back room who's playing today to just improve, right? Just to take that next step up, to just show that the coaches and just the head coach, Kobe Crawford, that they can be there. You know, they can take that chance to play as the number one running back for the SFA Lumberjacks.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Martin. I think injuries are very unfortunate, but I think it's a great opportunity for those who don't touch the field to just be able to execute and play and show off your skills. I mean, it's a competitive way just to get, start or get on the field. So yeah, I think as a freshman, this will be a great opportunity for them to just, perform and do well and show us.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw this last week, but Corbin Hart, corridor about 2 people
yes.
game. You know, just certain things like that, right? Can boost offensive coordinators' energy.
Absolutely.
It can boost coaching staff energy, and it can boost their unit as far as the offensive unit's energy to be able to play at a high level. So I'm excited for that. Really
he played a good game last week when they put him in. Yes.
So you were kind of talking about Miles Brooks before and how he leads the team with 3 interceptions in the last 2 games. So I'm really excited to see what Brooks will bring to the table tonight. What do you guys think of his overall performance this season?
I mean, I think Miles Brooks has been doing great. I mean, I always see number 10 in the end zone. It's crazy.
Right.
He's just all over the field and making sure that he shows that this is his team, this is his spot, and he's here to stay. I mean, he's showing that he's a tough player, and he's willing to do whatever he has to do to ensure that the Lumberjacks come home with a win, and we see those purple lights.
Right, and like you said, tough play, right?
Yeah.
Miles Brooks has really been showing offensive units as far as different offense that he's willing to play on all sides of the ball, no matter where he's at, and he's willing to take the ball in the end zone when it is in his hands. So I'm really just, I think SFA is just fortunate enough to have a guy like Miles Brooks on the defense and just to play everywhere, right? Just fitting in the run, be there in the pass, and just really playing on all facets of the game as far as defensive. It's going to be great.
All right, well, it sounds like we've got a lot to look out for tonight from SFA. Make sure you guys stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be breaking down an interview featuring quarterback coach Jared May and what he's been preparing with the quarterback for tonight's game. We'll be right back.
Do you love media and want to learn how to turn your passion into a career? Well, what are you waiting for? Now's the time to join the Mass Communication Department at SFA. Just go to sfasu.edu/masscom and see what they have to offer. You can take courses in radio and television broadcasting, advertising and public relations, journalism, and even social media. There's even opportunities to work with local businesses, nonprofits, media organizations, and even study abroad. Pretty cool, right? So why wait? Join us now.
Hi, my name's Naya. I'm on the tennis team at SFA. Playing for SFA women's tennis is an amazing experience. I've made so many new friends and I have a great team. I'm from the UK, so coming to NAC was like a very big cultural shock for me. Being on the campus is really good. The thing I like most about SFA and NAC in general is like the community feeling. Giving Day is important to preserve the honours and traditions we have at SFA and to give back to the academics and the vibrant athletics programme. Also, we can build and maintain what we have but make it even better for future and prospective students.
At SFA, our commitment to diversity and inclusion
is more than words, it is action.
We believe diversity and inclusion are
keys to promoting more engaged individuals
locally and globally.
We at SFA are committed to amplifying a campus culture
that nurtures belonging
and embraces similarities
while celebrating that every lumberjack will be different.
Those differences are valued, acknowledged, and supported purposefully.
Welcome back. We recently just went over SFA and what to expect tonight from them, as well as the significance of the game. Now let's take a look at our very own Joe Name All-Girl sit down with quarterback coach Derek May and see what he and the quarterback have been working on there for the night matchup versus Lincoln University.
Hey guys, I'm sitting here with Coach Derek May, quarterback coach for SFA Lumberjacks. How are you today?
Great, doing fantastic.
That's good. I want to start off with last week. You guys got a win against Mississippi Valley, 53-13. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you know, it was really a good team win. We scored in all three phases, and it was fun to see some guys get in at the end of the game, but as well as just us come out in the first half and really take care of business and play well, early on.
You guys' record's 2-1. Trey Self did play a big part in that. He's thrown for 792 yards this season with 0 interceptions. So how would you say he improved since last year?
Well, we worked really hard this spring and, throughout the summer. And there was just a lot of little things that I think, that he wanted to really improve on, that he wanted to help make his game better, that allows us to be more efficient and a better football team. But he's worked really, really hard, and so we put a big emphasis on getting completions, a 70% completion percentage. We put a big emphasis on, making sure that we're getting our skill guys the ball, we're distributing the ball evenly throughout, and so I think he's done a really good job of that.
Speaking of Lincoln, you guys played them this weekend at Homer Bryce Stadium at their home game. How have you been preparing the quarterbacks this week for the competition?
Well, this is a different week just in terms of what we're trying to do is, our mantra, the directive that we've kind of gotten from Coach Carthel is that everybody improves. And so each day at practice, each day, in segments and everything, we've got something that we want to improve on. And this week, that was kind of the idea. Each one of them, wrote down one goal and one area that they're going to improve on. And so they've been, each day, okay, this is what I'm doing and I'm going to improve today. And so we're really focusing on ourselves right now and trying to get better and improve this week.
Oh, I really think that's a good idea. Writing down goals, that's how you achieve them. So what have you and the quarterbacks worked on to basically make sure this doesn't happen with the 4-star D-line that you're talking about? Have you guys talked about staying in the pocket, moving around?
Right. No, I think a lot of it just has to do with each individual play. If the play design is to be in the pocket and to find receivers, then that's where we want to do a good job of kind of knowing what they're in, but also, how we're supposed to read it and things that we're looking for, to have our eyes in the right spots. And if it's a play that, we are trying to escape the pocket or we're trying to move, then, having a good plan where in case something goes wrong that we can still get rid of the ball.
Exactly. So I understand that Lincoln is not actually in the WAC conference there, right. California school. So what would it mean for SFA to win?
Well, I think, each win is important. Each win, each week we kind of go into to practice number one, and we're saying, all right, this week let's get a win, just move on to the next week. We're not trying to get to 10 and whatever, or the goal is to win the WAC, and the goal is to win each week. And so whether it's Lincoln that shows up or Sam Houston next week, whoever it is, we're going to attack and prepare like we are trying to win every single week.
Well, I hope you guys get the win against Lincoln this Saturday. That's all the time we have for now. And thank you so much, Coach May, for sitting down with me.
Thank you. Yes.
And I'm looking forward to Saturday's game.
I enjoyed it as well. Me too.
All right. Axum, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach May, for sitting down with Jonay and talking about preparations for tonight's game. So let's talk about what they talked about. So I definitely agree with Coach and how he said last weekend's success was because SFA showed up and they were ready to play. They dominated Mississippi Valley, as we've been saying, and I think if they bring that energy into tonight's game, I think they'll dominate once again, and they will get another win to add to their record against Lincoln.
I mean, I agree. Like he mentioned, Coach May was talking about how they just were setting goals or identifying ways they can improve. I think that's key. Just knowing that, like, not getting too comfortable. Always know there's always room for improvement, and being able to just develop those skills, I think that's key. But I like to hear that they're just working in practice and continuing to better themselves and, work together as a team for that growth.
Yeah, no, Coach May talks about how, their goal for this season is just take it by
game by
game, and just to win the WAC conference, right? Yes. Which is a great goal for the SFA Lumberjack team, because winning the WAC conference is just going to show everybody in the country, like I said already, the SFA is back. The Lumberjack football team is back. And so I think that's a great opportunity. Now, he also talked about how Preston Weeks just kind of giving the other guys in the quarterback room an opportunity to just step up their game, right? Just to kind of see how their offense is. Because you never know when they're a game of football. You never know.
Absolutely. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. You never know when Preston Weeks have to step up to be the number one quarterback or to be QB1 for the SFA Lumberjacks. So I'm so glad that he got everybody on his side of the unit to be able to come down and sit down and write something that they want to improve on, and just take it game by game to be able to win the WAC conference.
So, and like you said, Preston Weeks, just getting that playing time and being on the field. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to see that freshman presence so that we can preserve our players for next week. So hopefully, the practice that they have with Coach May, it just helps them get their strong arm, and hopefully we see plenty of touchdowns tonight. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, and so we kind of talked about Trey Self earlier and how we should be looking out for him. He definitely brings in this confidence to SFA and for the team. And also Coach mentioned that he's improved since last year. So what are some things that we've seen that are different compared to last season?
No, I think Trey Self has just been playing really well in the past 3 games as far as when the offensive unit is step on the field. And it starts from the offensive lineman. It starts from the guys protecting him. He got a guy, Zach Ingram, who's a teammate from Butler Community College, where they both play together. And they're just coming back here at SFA and just be on the same team. Being able to protect your guy who you've been with for the past 2-3 years at Butler University. It just really brings a strong bond for the offensive lineman and Trey Self. So it gives Trey Self some comfortability as far as throwing the ball really deep for Xavier Gibson to make a catch or a touchdown.
And I agree. That chemistry that he has with the other player, I see that him and Xavier, it's starting to spread throughout the team. And I think that's the difference between the years before. I think chemistry is definitely becoming more visible on the field. You can see that connection with all players, not even just with Trey Self and the receivers. You just see everybody bonding and them having the great communication on that field to ensure that we get that win. So, I think that the communication and chemistry is doing very well this season.
Absolutely. Well, it seems like the quarterbacks and the team as a whole have been working hard in practice to get another win to add to their record. When we return, we're going to take a deeper look into Lincoln University, so stay tuned.
your shot at protecting yourself and our SFA community from COVID-19.
Don't miss your shot at finding your home away from home.
Don't miss your shot at live concerts and performances.
Don't miss your shot at athletic events.
Don't miss your shot at up-close and personal tutoring.
Don't miss your shot at the full Lumberjack experience.
Don't miss your shot at SFA traditions.
Don't miss your shot, SFA.
Don't miss your shot.
Vax and Jacks.
Vax and Jacks.
Back some jacks.
Back some jacks.
Vax and Jacks.
Back some jacks.
Vax some Jacks.
Back some jacks.
Vax some Jacks.
Hi, my name is Caroline Beyer. I'm a senior here at SFA on the bowling team. I came to SFA coming from a small town in Wisconsin, and coming here to SFA, it's felt like home. The pine trees, the brick road, all the culture that's behind it. It felt different, but it felt like home. Your continued support during Giving Day helps fund our SFA athletics and continues our growing across the SFA campus for all students and athletes.
Welcome back to the show. Tonight's matchup is going to be an interesting one as Lincoln University football is brand new. I think Lincoln just added a brand new sports program. So all the sports that they added is pretty brand new to Lincoln University. And this is the football team's first ever season as a new team, and they won their first game last weekend. They played against the Willamette Bearcats and won 34-9. So they're coming in hungry for another win and trying to beat SFA. Even though this is their first season as a team, I definitely think it's important for SFA to not underestimate Lincoln's capabilities, especially since they got that win last weekend. However, for the first two games of the season, they did end up losing to Arizona Christian and Whitewood University. And so far, Lincoln's record for the season is 1-2, and they are even when it comes to earning and giving up points, averaging about 24 points per game.
Yeah, no, I think, you know, the Lincoln University offensively is really what is interesting to me today, because they got a quarterback, Cameron Burston, transfer out of Charleston State. And I think SFA's coaching staff is familiar with this guy, right? You know, like you mentioned, they're a new program, so you already know Cameron was in a transfer portal last year. And so for him to transfer there and just be a starting quarterback, right, which SFA already played Charleston State out in 2019. And even in the previous year, one of the coaching staff in Commerce. And so I think this is a guy where the coaching staff is familiar with. They know what he can do. They know what he can bring to the table. Like, for him being that starting guy and just the leader of the team, right, it's just going to bring so much to the Lincoln offense, right? And it brings so much to them that facts that Lamar Housley, a guy, receiver, and Damian Short, these guys be able to get to the right spot because they got a guy like Cameron telling them where to be and where to put the ball. And so I'm excited for Lincoln University today, just to see how they can improve as a first-year program and just get from good to great, right? Every day, their job is to improve today. Their job coming here in Texas is to get a game to see how these guys can play together as a team, just so they can improve. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for what they can do on all facets of the game today. So yeah, it's going to be a great day for them.
Yeah, like you said, excited. I mean, I'm pretty excited, although this is the opponent. Just being a new program, and I mentioned the chemistry we have as a team as SFA and our Lumberjacks. So starting a new team and just having new players, it's hard to get everybody to blend immediately. This is their first season together, but like you saw, they had a great win against Willamette University, so I think that was pretty. But I'm looking forward to junior from California, Mike Green. He's a hot running back out here. I mean, he takes over that field, and I think he really helps Lincoln when it comes to scoring and is making great plays. So far, he has 162 rushing yards. So I think that's somebody we need to watch out for in our defense. We need to make sure that they keep their eye on him.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm gonna go back to what you're talking about as far as SFA defense. But this time I'm gonna talk about Lincoln's defense. You know, they got four stars transfers coming out of the transfer portal to be on that defensive side of the ball. And these guys are coming from big-time schools. Yes. You know, FBS, top-ranked schools in FBS, where the coaching staff, I'm sure they've done really a great job recruiting guys to be part of their program this year. So I'm excited to see what they can do as far as defensively and these four-star players, what they can bring to the table for Lincoln University. Most definitely.
Yeah, those coaches really utilize the transfer portal to just ensure that they, cultivate a good team and have great players that can potentially get that chemistry. But just having that talent is key when it comes to a team, and the chemistry comes along as you just play and continue to practice. But yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, we have players from Wyoming, Villanova. They have tons of players on that team, so I'm pretty pumped to see what they have.
Yeah, no, and just talking about that, it's just really, it's a good start for them, right? It's a good year. There's no COVID, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to run through a whole lot of problems, so you can travel across the states and play whoever. And you mentioned they play William May, which is in Washington, right? Yeah. So they just traveling all over the country, playing teams, and trying to get better, trying to improve themselves as a program, and just really just doing whatever it takes to compete. Now we might not know what conference they're in or who they're really improving for, but I'm sure whoever they're playing, they're gonna give them a very tough task as far as the game goes, and just compete every down, every snap, and just every facet of the game.
Yeah, because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they have something to prove. I mean, being a new organization, you want to show people, hey, we're about our business, we're good, we're here to play. So I think just leaving that impact, not just for us Lumberjacks, just for all the college football teams, just to show that Lincoln University, we're new, but we're here, and we're going to play hard. So I think that's good.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think I'm excited to see Lincoln. You guys are excited.
SFA Athletics would like to thank ETech for their sponsorship
Make sure you
of
guys
this
stay
evening's
tuned,
game.
and we're going to meet Megan Dudgeon from Experience, and we're going to get to talk to her and learn more about the organization. So we'll be right back.
Do you love media and want to learn how to turn your passion into a career? Well, what are you waiting for? Now's the time to join the Mass Communication Department at SFA. Just go to sfasu.edu/masscomm and see what they have to offer. You can take courses in radio and television broadcasting, advertising and public relations, journalism, and even social media. There's even opportunities to work with local businesses, nonprofits, media organizations, and even study abroad. Pretty cool, right? So why wait? Join us now.
Hey, my name is Aaliyah. I'm a fifth-year senior here at SFA on the women's basketball team. I've been here since 2017. There's nothing that I value and cherish more than being part of the rich Lady Jacks basketball history. I've loved every minute of being here in Nacogdoches, the oldest town in Texas, and its rich history and culture has done nothing but poured over into my time at SFA and here on campus. Without your gracious support, we couldn't do everything that we do, so thank you so much for giving generously.
At SFA, our commitment to diversity and inclusion
is more than words, it is action.
We believe diversity and inclusion are
keys to promoting more engaged individuals
locally and globally.
We at SFA are committed to amplifying a campus culture
that nurtures belonging
and embraces similarities
while celebrating that every lumberjack will be different.
Those differences are valued, acknowledged, and supported purposefully.
What's your name?
In the secondary, number 22,
Joining us
Willie
tonight is a
Roberts.
very special guest from the New
9,
Student Spirit
T.K.
Organization
Lloyd.
on campus, Experience co-president
Number 5,
Megan
Jeremiah
Dudgeon.
Walker.
Megan, thank you so much for sitting down with us and talking
And
to us
number
about
10, Miles
I'm doing
Brooks.
well. I'm real excited tonight. It's going to be a fun game.
Starting for the Jacks on offense,
So
at
tell us
quarterback
about
number 1,
Experience.
Trey
For those
Self.
for those of us who aren't familiar with the
running back number 35, Trajan Henderson.
So Experience is a brand new organization this year. We came from two previous organizations. We had Purple Haze Association, which was all about coming to games and supporting our teams. We had Traditions Council, which was all about keeping the history of SFA alive and teaching traditions. We had a lot of overlap between traditions that we had and them coming to athletic events, and we saw a really good opportunity to combine and just kind of do a mega spirit and traditions organization. So that's what we are.
Right guard number 72, Justice
So
Guillory.
as the co-president, what are some of your
Right tackle number 74, Taryn
responsibilities?
Robinson.
So
wide receiver number 2, Xavier.
So right now, most of my responsibilities is really just overseeing all of our vice presidents and making sure that they're doing what they need to be doing, as well as overseeing our committee chairs. We have a couple of committees that cover various different aspects of our organization, and so I'm kind of just the overseer of all of it and making sure that, you know, we get done what needs to get done. But really, all my vice presidents and all my committee chairs, they do all the work. I just make sure they're on track.
What are some of the other committee chairs? Where are the committees?
So we have Campus Spirit, so they're the ones that oversee Spirit Friday, making sure people wear purple on Fridays. They put up the SFA flags every single game day, and they're all about just spirit initiatives on campus. We've got Homecoming, pretty self-explanatory. They plan the whole week of Homecoming, and then we help out with all the activities. And then we've got Game Day. Those are the people that come out. They come help set up. They try and get other people to the games and lead some chants as well. So those are our three committees.
So what are some things that Experience is trying to incorporate into the organization? What are some of the things you're trying to bring in?
So something that I think we were lacking in previous years, like with Purple Haze Association, for example, a lot of people thought it was only Purple Haze Association in the student senate or student section, and we're trying to make sure that every student knows that they're welcome in the student section. Every student's a member of Purple Haze, and so we're really just trying to get that inclusivity of everybody in the lumberjack community being part of Lumberjack Spirit, and so I think that's one of the biggest things we're trying to incorporate.
You guys have any questions? I feel like I'm taking over.
You mentioned obviously homecoming. You know, I'm sure SFA have a great tradition for homecoming. What are some of the things that, as far as Axe Experience, you have incorporating with the experience as far as homecoming week from Friday to the game day and even the next day?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of traditions that we're carrying on from previous years. We always, we dye the fountain surf and steep purple. That's one thing that we really love to do. There's a whole event that night. We have the homecoming parade. We help out with the concert. That's Student Activity Association that hosts it, but we get the opportunity to help out them. And other than that, honestly, homecoming is not something I've done in the past. That came from Traditions Council, so this is a learning year for me too. I'm going to learn all the cool things that we get to do.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are excited to, as far as you said, this is going to be your first year. I'm sure everybody's excited. As a president and everybody in your team is excited to be without non-COVID, right? Non-COVID SFA traditional homecoming season.
Absolutely. It is so exciting. Missing the homecoming bonfire, missing the concert last year. Yeah. It's one of those things that I think, you know, every student is just a big memory for them.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, a lot of people missed out on it last year. And I think we're really excited to be able to bring that back this year and just bring back the excitement.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, no, I had a great experience with both organizations. I mean, I know my freshman year, I saw Purple Haze, so excited and pumped up to support the Lumberjacks. And I was like, hey, I think I like this org. So I kind of joined it and participated and just hyped up the crowd. I think it's a great opportunity for our students and just the Lumberjack community to continue to support, you know, us. So I think that's great.
Is Lufkin,
I mean, that's something
punter
that I saw my
Max
freshman
Quick.
year. I came in and I was like, I
County
want to be a
Belcher
part of
Award
that.
is
I
presented
think a lot of
annually to the
students see
Lumberjack
that,
football player
but they
who
think
best
that it's just
characterizes the
PHA.
trade
And
for
so I
which
think
we
we have a really
remember
good
Kelly.
opportunity this year to bring
A
in
desire
all
to succeed,
students.
determination, and a love of the game.
Speaking of students, the
Representing
student
Cal
section
tonight on
like
the
it's starting to
field,
fill up now.
Yeah,
mother,
it's
Ellen,
we've got a
former
lot of
teammates
students
Joe
coming in to get ready to
Wiley,
begin.
I have a question
Kelly,
as
among
far
many
as,
others.
you know,
Please join us in recognizing Callie's legacy and giving them a warm Lumberjack welcome on Cali Belcher
What are
Day.
something that you guys are doing this year to create an atmosphere for SFA opponents to just make it harder for them to do anything as far as being loud?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working hand in hand with athletics, and we're trying to find as many opportunities to get as many students out there as possible. You know, it comes from the students. We gotta, you know, we're gonna try and draw the energy out of them, but they gotta be here and they gotta come out, and they have been. We've been filling up our section more than we have in previous years. Even when we've been in the stadium, or the seats, which might have been a bit more comfortable, they're still coming out, and so it's really just the energy from the students. You know, I can't take any credit for it. They're coming out here and they're doing
Now, I'm not going to put the attention just on SFA football.
Yeah.
I'm going to swoop the attention on other athletics teams and SFA athletics.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you guys are doing to help, the soccer team, the volleyball team, and all the other sports at SFA?
Yeah, so Experience actually, we just had our retreat last night, and part of our mandatory retreat was going to the soccer game. So we brought out about 30 to 40 students, and we just went out there and had the time of our lives. And it's a really cool opportunity to just show support to some of the sports that don't get as many fans coming to their games. And we kind of show other schools like, oh, we care about more than football, we care for more than that. We work hand in hand with SFA volleyball. They give us their serve chance, they teach us the chance that we do chance for them. And it's just like a back and forth. So we're just building that relationship with the teams and being able to bring out people to sports that they might not ordinarily go to is really just a fun opportunity.
Now, you talk about chants, and so I want to hear a chant. Is there any chant for SFA?
Yeah, let's learn a chant over our here.
Can you guys help me out with one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so every single time that we win a game, no matter what sport it is, we do Whose House, which is my absolute favorite.
That's a classic.
So it's a call and response, so anything that I do, y'all do. It's 3 short ones, 1 long one. I mean, go for it.
Just go for it.
I think we're ready.
I think the crowd loves Jack's house, okay?
You got it.
All right, so Whose House?
Jack's house.
Whose House?
Jack's house.
Whose House?
Jack's house.
Whose House?
Jack's house.
Every single time we win.
That's awesome.
I like that. And I feel like that energy, I mean, not only does it make us excited, but those players, it hypes them up. And I think that's why we're winning. So y'all keep it up.
Most definitely.
Well, Megan, thank you so much for sitting with us tonight. And for discussing all things Experience and SFA football tonight. So enjoy the game and Action Jack.
Action Jack.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. That was good.
Do you love media and want to learn how to turn your passion into a career? Well, what are you waiting for? Now's the time to join the Mass Communication Department at SFA. Just go to sfasu.edu/masscomm and see what they have to offer. You can take courses in radio and television broadcasting, advertising and public relations, journalism, and even social media. There's even opportunities to work with local businesses, nonprofits, media organizations, and even study abroad. Pretty cool, right? So why wait? Join us now.
Hey, my name is Aaliyah. I'm a 5th-year senior here at SFA on the women's basketball team. I've been here since 2017. There's nothing that I value and cherish more than being part of the rich Lady Jack basketball history. I've loved every minute of being here in Nacogdoches, the oldest town in Texas, and its rich history and culture has done nothing but poured over into my time at SFA and here on campus. Without your gracious support, we couldn't do everything that we do, so thank you so much for giving generously.
At SFA, our commitment to diversity and inclusion
is more than words, it is action.
We believe diversity and inclusion are
keys to promoting more engaged individuals
locally and globally.
We at SFA are committed to amplifying a campus culture
that nurtures belonging
and embraces similarities
while celebrating that every lumberjack will be different.
Those differences are valued, acknowledged, and supported purposefully.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the show. I'm very excited to see the matchup between SFA and Lincoln University tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how Lincoln performs since they're a brand new team. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to go. What do you guys think?
I'm just hoping that, like I said, SFA's defense just continuing to stay strong on that field and being aggressive is key. I mean, we're defense. Just stay strong and, like Martin said, keep that number one spot. I mean, I like the feeling of being number one. Although I'm not on the team, I like how it's going, just stay number one. So I think, I just want to see defense, make some tackles and make some plays. And also I want to see, O-line just continuing to protect, the quarterback and our receivers as we get to that end zone. So I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I'm pumped for this game. And Martin, what are you thinking about?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. It's happening soon.
Yeah.
You're not
We're counting down.
SFA Lumberjacks.
I'm excited to see SFA special teams.
Yeah.
Ranking
for sure.
35.4 average
the great state of Texas.
punt and just 89% in field goal. I'm just excited to see that numbers improve and catch up and just continue being number one in the country. Mm-hmm. It's just a great day.
Yeah, it's a great day to be a Lumberjack.
So I'm ready to see some football tonight.
Absolutely, me too. We've got about 17 minutes until kickoff. And so, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the show. I've been your host, Elena Bars. With me tonight, we've had Martin and Jordan.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Go Lumberjacks, and as always, Axum.
Coming in from the south end of the field, please recognize our SFA color guard.